Welcome to the Illinois Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much for joining us today. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions that are happening, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions. And also, this presentation is being recorded, and that recording will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/Illinois. And I'd now like to turn it over to our presenters, starting with the University of Maryland.
Wonderful, thank you. I'm switching over to the screen share here for us all. And my name is Robert Oliveri. I am with the University of Maryland in their undergraduate office. I'm their Midwest Regional Recruitment Coordinator. So I handle all of the freshman admissions as well as transfer in the Midwest region. Now, some important facts about us. We have 30K plus undergraduate students. So we're a large university. We're a Big Ten school as well. And that includes over 800 different organizations. So all different kinds of students and that large traditional college feel. We do have 43.6 undergraduate students of color. And that makes for a phenomenal college atmosphere of just having so many people from so many different walks of life. It also adds to what we like to call our fearless ideas at Maryland. You can check out our website to see more about that, but it's creating innovation and really making your educational classes not just education, but solving world's problems. Our location is College Park, Maryland, and that's located in Maryland right outside of Washington, D.C., about 4 miles. We also are about 45 minutes from Baltimore and about 2 hours from Maryland's capital, Annapolis. You can kind of see here the distance and some of our major markets that we recruit in. Washington, D.C. being only 4 miles away, we are actually on the main transit line in D.C. And from our campus to the White House is only 25 minutes. There's so many amenities and internship opportunities that await you. These are all of the different programs that we offer at the university. And as you can see, there's a nice large amount. So if you're undecided, you still have that opportunity to really be looking through and knowing you have some options to switch majors and think about different things. Now, as a transfer student, you probably have at least a little bit of an idea of what you're going to major in. And we have a set of majors that are called limited enrollment programs. Meaning when you get admitted to the university, you're directly admitted into your program. Or if you're in a limited enrollment program, there is some gateway requirements. And what these gateway requirements mean is that at your community college, you should be taking a certain set of classes to make sure that you can transfer into the program after you finish your associates or your years at community college. All of these requirements are listed at lep.umd.edu. So if you want to take a picture of this screen to see the list of programs that are limited enrollment and write down that website, that's going to be very helpful for you in the future if you're interested in one of these and want to know the next steps to getting in. Our university really does value the inside and outside classroom engagement. So we have research opportunities, internship, phenomenal education abroad, even for transfer students. About 20% of our students study abroad and we can work it into any program. So we really make it work, as well as service learning. So there's a lot of opportunities for our students to get hands-on in internships in DC or on campus or in Baltimore, research with other departments and faculty they're close with, and really just take that learning the next step of being outside the classroom. Now, diving over to the application process for transfer students, we are exclusively on the Coalition application. So you want to apply via Coalition to our university for transfers. Now, our checklist looks pretty similar to most schools: application form, fee, official transcripts from any college you attended, and potentially high school if you have less than 30 credit hours. Same with test scores, less than 30 credit hours could be an option. We are test optional for the next couple of years as well. We do require an essay. We take letters of recommendation activities lists, but they are extra and optional. But we will require that essay piece. It's a short essay just to talk about why Maryland will be a good fit for you. Now, with our deadlines, it's early action is the way you really want to go. And it's non-binding, but it filters you in for scholarships, special programs, and all other top admissions offers. And that deadline is March 1st for our fall students and August 1st for our spring transfers. Now, the type of decisions that you will receive is either admit, hold, or deny. If you get a hold decision, that means your current courses that are in progress could make you admissible, but at the moment you aren't. So we'll ask for your current transcripts and do a re-review once that happens. You're still in the early action period. We're just having you on hold to finish up those specific courses. Now, once you get your admissions decision, you have 30 days to confirm if you're attending to the university once that decision is in. So for our mid students, you'll find out pretty early. If you're a hold, it might be a little bit later on because we're waiting for that semester of classes. And this is what we review on. We do a truly holistic review. So we are looking at transcripts. We're looking for, quality academic students. We want that English and math credit to be passed. But outside of that, there's so much more. We're looking to build a diverse body at the University of Maryland. And then finally, financing your education. This is a great slide to just take a picture of and write down our code, fill out FAFSA, look at apply early for our scholarships, as well as look online for separate scholarships. And that's my contact information. So feel free to jot that down. And if there's any questions, I'll be behind the scenes on the chat. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you so much. Our next presentation is from the University of Pittsburgh.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen so then we can just jump right on into it. All right, so hi everyone. My name is Amaya Christie and I'm an enrollment services manager with the University of Pittsburgh, and I specialize in transfer students. And so my main job is to really help you throughout the transfer process, from just the small thought of, oh, maybe I should transfer to Pitt, all the way to the time when you are ready to commit and to become a Pitt Panther. So our theme for this year in the Office of Admissions is to be unscripted. We know that these are really unprecedented times. So we just want to just be, informal and as flexible as possible for all students so that they can really find themselves here at Pitt, even if they never thought they would. So to give you just a quick overview about the University of Pittsburgh, if you're unfamiliar where we are located in the western part of Pennsylvania. The city of Pittsburgh is so great, so fantastic. I would say if you have never seen what our city looks like, just go ahead and Google it. You can also Google the Pittsburgh bridges. They are so beautiful, yellow and beautiful. But one of my favorite things about the city of Pittsburgh is that we have over 90 different neighborhoods, and our campus is located in the Oakland neighborhood. So overall, we have around 19,000 undergraduate students, and they are coming from all 50 states and over 100 different countries. We have over 450 student organizations. A key characteristic of Pitt students is that they love to get involved in any and all type of interests that they have. So we have so many different organizations that you can be a part of. And of course, we have a strong academic profile as well. So to talk about the different schools that we have our 5 first-year entry schools, and then we have our upper level division schools. So to talk about our first-year entry schools, those will be our Dietrich School of Arts and Sciences, which is where we have the majority of our undergraduate majors, our College of Business Administration, our Swanson School of Engineering, our School of Computing and Information, and our School of Nursing. But if you are interested in any of our upper level division schools, those are schools that typically you would have to spend 2 years within our Dietrich School of Arts and Sciences and then apply internally. Those are our School of Health and Rehab Sciences, our School of Education, our School of Social Work, and our School of Pharmacy. As transfer students, you can apply directly to those upper level division schools. They do have specific requirements for admissions as well as additional supplemental information. So if you do not meet any of our admissions requirements right away, you can always start within our Dietrich School of Arts and Sciences, get the necessary courses completed, and then apply internally like everyone else to the upper level division schools. So some key things that I just wanted to talk about real quick, some things that I get from transfer students a lot. One question that I get is, will my credits transfer? So we accept credits from all accredited colleges and universities. The best way to really figure out if your credits are going to transfer is if there is a class that we offer here at Pitt that you've already taken, you'll get credit for that. And as long as you've earned a C or better in that course, then you can assure that that class will be transferred over. And overall, the transfer students that I've talked to, they have been able to transfer their credits with ease. So there's nothing to really worry about. Next, we have, merit scholarships. A great thing about applying as a transfer student is that you are automatically considered for any and all transfer scholarships that we have. And so all you have to do is really just apply. And you can go online to our website to see the deadlines that we have for scholarship consideration. And then finally, just one thing that I really love to highlight about our financial aid side to Pitt is that we have a Pell Match program. So if you fill out the FAFSA and you are awarded a Pell Grant, however amount that you get for your Pell Grant, Pitt will match that dollar amount. So it is really great, and it's a really fantastic way to make your education just a little bit more affordable. So the things that you'll need for an application, it's pretty common for most other schools. You'll need to fill out your application. We will need to have transcripts from all colleges and universities you've attended, your high school transcript, and the application fee. We also have a short answer question that you can fill out. They're completely optional, but I highly, highly recommend that you fill them out. One, so that we can really provide the best holistic review to your application. We want to know what's been going on since you've graduated high school, any work experience that you've had or challenges that you've had. We want to know about them. And also, if you fill out our short answer questions, then we can get a better idea to award scholarships for you as well. And so that's really all about transfers at Pitt. You can use the QR code right on your screen to get more information about Pitt. You can always connect with us at pitt.admissions@pitt.edu. I've also listed my email there. So if you have any questions, just feel free to let us know. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, University of Pittsburgh. Our next institution is going to be Duquesne University.
All right, thank you very much. Let me get our PowerPoint up here. Okay, well, good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. My name is Jeff Patak with Duquesne University. If your first question tonight was going to be, how do you say that school's name? Now you know, it is Duquesne, not Duquesne. So I want to just say thank you again for joining us. We've got a lot of information to cover in a very short time. So please, if you're watching this, jot down my phone number, jot down my email. I look forward to talking to you more. This is sort of my Why Duquesne presentation as to why students choose to attend Duquesne out of high school, why they attend most likely to transfer to Duquesne, why do they transfer to us. So as you can see, Duquesne has been in Pittsburgh a very long time. We are located in downtown. We are a transfer-friendly institution. What does transfer-friendly mean to you? It means that the entire university embraces our transfer students, from not just the admissions office. When you get into advising, the department chairs, we work very closely with our academic departments to make sure that every transfer student that applies is getting the attention that they need. We definitely embrace transfer students. So why Duquesne? There's a lot of reasons why Duquesne. One of them is the size of our school. We're about 6,500 students here. Students will tell you that they find it is the right fit for them. 6,000-ish undergrad, about 9,500 total students here, allowing us to have everything that you want from a university, PhD faculty, Division I athletic programs, but still be small enough where you get to know your advisors, walking around campus, get to make friends. So it just creates a very excellent learning environment for all of our students, and a little bit more of that personal attention that you might expect from a private school as well. Also, our beautiful location located in downtown Pittsburgh, as you just heard from our colleagues about why Pittsburgh is the best city in the country. We're very fortunate here at Duquesne that we do have an enclosed park-like campus. We've got about 48 acres of private property. Our campus, if you're looking at this picture, is just off the right side of the screen there next to that red rectangle. So our students can have a beautiful private campus and still be able to walk down into Pittsburgh and take advantage. That's a nice shot of downtown there. That's the Point. That's called Point State Park. Very common for Duquesne students to walk down there, do some studying, ride bikes when it's nice out. So Pittsburgh really becomes that extended campus, but also, of course, offers everything that you could possibly dream of in terms of internships, clinicals, our sports, our museums. It just is a very, very fun place to be. So hopefully you can get a chance to come and visit Pittsburgh here sometime soon. Why students find us ultimately, though, here at Duquesne is our academic programs. If you've looked up Duquesne on the rankings, high academic standards, great results from our students in terms of graduation. There are 9 different schools of study here, direct entry programs, which means you are accepted right into the program. So transfer students, we do not put you into any pre-nursing or pre-business, or you are accepted right into the program that you want to study. A lot of new academic programs coming, our public health, our data science, analytics, and a lot more that are going to be showing up here this fall. Also, our College of Osteopathic Medicine has just been announced for fall 24. These are our different schools. Just want to give you a little taste. These are schools you can apply direct entry to at Duquesne. If you're an education student in the health sciences, you can see pharmacy, our nationally ranked School of Business, our Bayer School. We have programs like biology and forensic science. Of course, our School of Law here in downtown Pittsburgh. The liberal arts, if you're an art student, maybe you're an undecided major, need a little help guiding yourself, that's an excellent way to go. Our School of Music, nationally ranked as well, an all Steinway school, makes us one of the few in the country. Of course, our School of Nursing here, and as I mentioned before, our Osteopathic Medicine. We're excited about students starting in that in fall of 24. So just to give you a little taste of all the different majors. Another reason why students love Duquesne, our student life, study abroad programs, our campus in Rome, our learning center in Dublin. Encourage you to get online and check those out. 250 plus different student organizations, Division I athletics. We are on campus. All of our students during COVID have been on campus this past fall and this spring, and we're going to be even opening up even more this coming fall 21. So we're very excited about how our students have kept themselves safe. And of course, as we've already mentioned, the fun that our students are having here in Pittsburgh. So talking about transferring Duquesne, we are very proud to let everyone know that we are a PTK transfer honor roll school. It's the second year in a row that we've won that. If you are a PTK member, you are eligible for an additional $2,500 scholarship. We're going to work very hard to maximize your credits. We do accept all credits from 4-year and 2-year regionally accredited schools. Transfer students can earn up to $20,000 in annual scholarship award, and Duquesne consistently ranked at best value by U.S. News and World Report, as you can see. So it's a great investment with a great return on that investment here at Duquesne. So invite you to apply now. It's a lot of information I threw at you. Please call me, please email me. I look forward to hearing from you all, and best of luck with your future transferring, hopefully to Duquesne. I'll send it back to you guys.
All right. Thank you so much, Duquesne University. And next up, we have the Cooper Union.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for being here. I'm also going to share my screen, so bear with me 1 second it will take to do this. I am Hillary Fernandez. I'm here with the Cooper Union. I'm Associate Director for Engineering and also work with the Art and the Architecture program. And so Cooper Union is a very small school. There's my contact information should you need it. We are located in the East Village in New York City. The building in the center is the foundation building, which currently houses our administrative offices, as well as our School of Art and our School of Architecture. And it was founded in 1859. So that was the tallest building at the time of Cooper's founding. And the East Village has really sprung up around the Cooper Union and Cooper Square. The modern looking building houses our engineering program, as you might have guessed. There's a different floor for each of the engineering disciplines, exclusive labs and faculty offices all coexisting. And the very tall, skinny building is our residence hall, which is 2 blocks away. Our history and vision, as I mentioned, we were founded in 1859 by industrialist Peter Cooper, who believed that education should be free and accessible to everyone. And we have tried our very hardest to live up to his vision and to continue to propagate the free speech movements and other social movements that are happening today and back in time. So our Great Hall has housed Abraham Lincoln, as well as the suffragettes. We are very small and very dynamic, and that's what we look for in students who come to Cooper, whether as first years or transfer students. So our entire undergraduate population is under 1,000 students. We have an 8-to-1 student to faculty ratio, and no class that's bigger than 30 students. We physically do not have a space that would accommodate more. And we're looking for students who really enjoy working collaboratively to solve the world's biggest pressing issues in the various disciplines, whether that's art, architecture, or engineering. And we do not offer programs outside of those 3 particular areas. We've graduated over 13,000 alumni, and we have very active engagement with them, as well as with the City of New York and the East Village. So I'm going to start with our engineering school. We offer 4 ABET accredited degree programs. Those are in chemical, mechanical, electrical, and civil engineering. And then we also offer a program in general engineering, which is a Bachelor of Science in Engineering, should you choose to use an engineer's mindset to go into a different field, such as law or medicine or entrepreneurship. It is not an undecided major, rather one that allows you to work more interdisciplinary, take more interdisciplinary courses across the different fields. All of Cooper's coursework is project-based, and most of it is interdisciplinary. We do have a very small graduate school, but that is integrated within our undergraduate program. So faculty works across those different majors, whether you're all of the different engineering majors and then across the different years as well. Research opportunities abound from the moment you step on campus. You can either facilitate your own research projects and get faculty on board with you, or tag along with what they're working on. The School of Architecture is a 5-year professional degree. It is a NAB accredited program. There are 25 to 30 students in each of our classes, with 3 faculty per design studio. And we are a design-based program. And all of the classes take place in an open studio where you can work alongside students from each of the 5 years of the program, so that you can use them as a sounding board on different projects that you're working on. The School of Art, it's an integrated art program. We do not offer specific majors within our School of Art. Instead, you receive a BFA degree. There are 65 freshmen generally, and usually 5 to 10 transfers a year. So very, very competitive program. Again, small class sizes. And we really work to foster critical thinking and rigorous humanities preparation, and that goes across our disciplines, and I'll talk about that more momentarily. We want you to really learn all of the different art disciplines. So you're going to take coursework in printmaking, in graphic design, in photography, in film, in drawing, in sculpture, and then you can choose to really narrow your coursework and focus in your senior year for your design project. And every student at Cooper is given their own studio space after their foundation year, and it's within the foundation building. It's beautiful. And we have many distinguished artists on the faculty, which you can look up as well. All students take required coursework in the humanities and social sciences. There are 4 courses that you do need to take there. As a transfer student, you may test out of those. And you can minor in humanities, computer science, or mathematics. And we do have the opportunity for students in different disciplines to take electives in the other courses, as long as there is space. Student life. Residence hall is reserved for freshmen, so transfer students would be looking to move off campus, to live off campus. We do have a lot of support for helping you find roommates and housing situations. We offer a peer mentorship program and also have study abroad program, but that's only offered during the summer, and it is a research specific project that you would engage with faculty on. Ooh. Gotta speed it up. All of the typical after Cooper, life after Cooper. In terms of applying, you submit the transfer application through our website. We are also SAT and ACT test optional for the next 2 years. Transcripts from high school and undergraduate coursework, letters of recommendation, and then you would need to do specific school supplemental materials as well. Half tuition scholarships are given to every admitted Cooper student, and that's valued at $22,275. And that's it. So thank you so much for being here tonight. Look forward to answering any questions you might have in the chat.
Thank you, Cooper Union. Appreciate it. Next up, we've got Temple University.
Hi, everyone. Just going to share my screen. All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Katie Karuba. I am a transfer coordinator at Temple University. Basically, what that means is I review applications, I do credit evaluations, and lastly, I work with prospective students like yourselves. I actually live in Wisconsin, too, so I am a more recent transplant, lived in Philadelphia, grew up in the area my whole life, but recently moved to Wisconsin. So I have been working much more with our Midwest students since I've gotten here, and I've really enjoyed it. And I'm excited to be here speaking to you today. So Temple University, I like to describe as a large, publicly funded research institution right in the heart of Philadelphia. When I say large, we have about 27,000 undergraduate students with 17 different schools and colleges. 5 of those are professional schools. 12 of them are available for our undergraduate student population. That includes art, business, education, engineering, liberal arts, music and dance, health-related fields, science and technology, social work, sport, tourism, and hospitality management, theater and film, and our theater and film. So there's a lot of different options, whether you know exactly what you want to do, or maybe you're not quite sure and you know you want to, maybe you know you want to study engineering, but you're not exactly sure the program within the college. You could come in undeclared under our College of Engineering, and then once in the school and college, they can help you find your passion within engineering. But we do have over 150 different undergraduate majors, so there's a lot of diversity in our majors and you know what you can study. I said a lot of big numbers, but we do recognize that students learn best in a smaller classroom environment, and we do strive to provide within a larger university a smaller campus feel where you can have your own community within the campus. And because of that, we do strive to provide a student faculty ratio of 13:1. So large, publicly funded. We do receive funding from the state of Pennsylvania. So there is a difference between in-state and out-of-state tuition. Research institution, we are a R1 Carnegie classification research institution. Basically what that means is we love research and we encourage our students to participate in research as well. One example of a research program we have is the Diamond Research Scholars. It is a program that any student, anytime throughout their undergraduate program can apply to. You submit a proposal on what you want to research. If accepted, you will get a faculty advisor. You'll do your research. It'll be fully funded, and then you'll be able to present your findings at a national conference. It's a really great experience, but also when you're presenting those findings and you're attending that national conference, you're able to network within professionals in your field. Lastly, we're in the city of Philadelphia, which to me is the greatest city in the land. But Philadelphia is the 6th largest, slide isn't changing. 6th largest city in the US. And it really is an extension of the classroom for our students. We do encourage them to go out and experience all that Philadelphia has to offer, whether that be more professionally, like going out and interning with a Fortune 500 company, or maybe you want to get experience with like a nonprofit or community-based organization or a smaller company. You can go and you can do that within the city of Philadelphia. Socially, there's a lot of things to do also in Philly. Museums, restaurants, events are always going on. But then you can come back home to our beautiful campus that's very green. It's about 6x4 city blocks with state-of-the-art facilities, and come back to your home base in North Philadelphia. We have over 350 different clubs and organizations that our students can get involved in, ranging from the more professional based, maybe organizations that are relating more to your major, where you can network and do professional development type things, to the more interest-based. So maybe you are interested in community service or social justice, or maybe you just really like cheesesteaks and want to join our cheesesteak eating club. That's totally fine. You can join one of our clubs and organizations and use that to grow, but also obtain leadership positions in those organizations, and you can pad your resume with those as well. Lastly, we do have sports. We have 18 different Division I athletic teams. Tickets are free for students. 2 of our biggest sports, basketball, football. Basketball is on campus at the Liacouras Center. Football is at Lincoln Financial Field. It's where the Eagles play. Tickets are free for students. They provide busing. Obviously, things on campus are a little bit different with the current climate this past year. But we're definitely hopeful that this upcoming year, that with classes moving more in person, that we'll be able to provide, a lot more activities on and around campus. We do have a bunch of different campuses, which you're going to hear about soon. I think for transfers, what I'd like to point out with our various different international campuses, Japan and Rome, is that for transfer students, you don't have to worry about how your courses are going to transfer back to Temple. They're actual Temple University campuses. So you can just head over there and study. So the Common App is our application. So we're Common App only. So if you would like to apply, submit the Common Application, official transcripts from all colleges attended. And if you have less than 30 college level credits, we also need an official final high school transcript. We consider transfer students that have taken at least 15 college level credits after high school. These are our deadlines. June 1 is our fall. November 1 is our spring date. Our tuition, you can see here for out-of-state students, it's about $29,000 a year, and on-campus housing on top of that is closer to $13,000. And one last thing, here's our scholarships. Students are automatically reviewed for scholarships. If you have a cumulative GPA within these ranges, at the time of admission, you're automatically awarded those scholarships. So if you have between a 3.3 and a 3.64, you'll get $2,500 a year, and a 3.65 or higher, you'll get $5,000 a year for out-of-state students. Credit evaluation, C or better, it's going to transfer as long as it's from an academic college level course, and it's from a regionally accredited institution. And again, my name is Katie. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Temple University. And next up, we've got Temple University Japan campus.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me share my screen. Hopefully you can see it okay. So hello everyone, you got a nice presentation from Katie in Philadelphia. She talked about the nice Philly cheesesteaks that I miss so much. But now we're going to talk about our Japan campus for Temple University Japan campus. Of course, we've got our Philly campus and the Rome campus, as Katie mentioned. I am based here in Tokyo, Japan. It is 7:30 a.m., but don't worry, I'm alive, I'm awake, I'm good. And I'm here to tell you about our Japan campus specifically. Because we are fully accredited by the Middle States Commission on Higher Education in the US, it is possible to transfer to our Japan campus directly and earn your US degree here in Tokyo. Some geography for you. We are in Tokyo, on the west side of Tokyo, about 5 to 7 minutes away from Shibuya. Shibuya is that famous place where all the cool kids hang out. It's where you can go shopping. If you know that movie called Tokyo Drift, that's where they drifted. So it's kind of a fun place to be. And, you know, we're only probably what, like a 45-minute train ride away from Tokyo Disney. Usually if I say that, people get excited. We're also about 15 minutes away from Koreatown, which is another thing that people get excited about. This is a short presentation, so I'm going to give you the 5 key points on why students choose our Japan campus specifically. Number 1 is the quality education we provide. So you are getting a Temple degree. You're getting a Temple education. You will be challenged just as you are going to be challenged in Philadelphia. You will be learning the skills necessary to succeed in the future. If you're wondering, oh my goodness, I don't know Japanese, don't worry, classes are entirely in English. Another thing I forgot to mention, and I'm sorry about that, is that you can start in Philly and then maybe do a semester abroad in Japan. That is very possible as well. But for those of you who want to earn your US degree in Tokyo, you can totally transfer. Another reason why students choose us is because of the diversity we bring in. We have students represented from over 60 countries. There are many third culture students. What I mean by that is that I can have a US passport holder growing up in Hong Kong, attending a British school system and has a slight British accent. It's kind of fun when we meet those ones. Third reason why students choose us is because of our study options. Now, in comparison to Philadelphia, which has 150 plus majors, we only have 10 that are available to our transfer students, okay? I like to say we're Japan size. So very small, very compact. It kind of makes it easier sometimes when students don't know what to focus on, right? This may seem like a small list, but it is quite comprehensive when you compare us to other English programs in Japan. We are liberal arts based, which makes it a lot easier for students to transfer. That's our handy dandy transfer equivalency table, which connects to the main campus. If you don't see your school on there, that's okay. Don't worry. This is a list in progress, which means that your school may not be listed there, but we will still consider transfer credits as long as it is an accredited school. Fourth reason why students choose our Japan campus directly is because of affordability. That is TUJ, our Japan campus tuition compared to a public university out of state and a private university on the low end. So it's about $15,000 US a year. In many ways, it is more affordable to go out of country than it is to go out of state. That is the tuition rate that you pay. It's the same rate that a US student pays as a Japanese student. We do not charge out of state tuition. Because we are an American university, we are the only full four-year university in Japan to offer financial aid. If I have any veterans here, we also accept GI Bill benefits and of course, merit-based scholarships. So it pays to study hard now, right? Again, here's that rundown. If you want the details, we follow the Temple University main campus code. Just be sure that you select your housing as off campus when you're filling out your FAFSA application. Top tips for my transfer students: make sure you submit your online application and your official transcript first. A lot of times students say, I have all these questions and, do I have to turn in this? Do I have to turn in that? It helps me if I see your online application and transcripts first. That way I can advise you and let you know what can be waived. Another thing is because of our process, we cannot give credit evaluations unless you have been accepted. So make sure you start the application process first and start early in advance because that will help you in the long run. To apply, this is something important to note. Our Japan campus application is different from Philadelphia, so we do not accept the Common App for transfer students at the moment. You can use our online application form, which is directly for our Japan campus specifically. There is a personal statement. We do have an application fee, but if you are from an affiliate school, that is in a community college in America, your application fee is waived. Again, I'll have to see that transcript to confirm. We'll need your official college transcript. Most students do not need a test score. We are test score optional. If you are a non-native English speaker, then we will need a proficiency test and then a high school transcript. All right. Fifth reason why students choose us is because of our career prep. We help students with finding internships and full-time employment in Japan. How cool is it to say that? If you're looking to connect with students, be sure to follow us on Instagram. It's a great way to see what life is like through their eyes. We also have various sample lessons, special webinars. Yesterday was our tea time with students where you got to hear from them about how they save money and how they spend money. And that is my information if you want to contact us. That's also our cycling club in front of Mount Fuji. And I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Temple University Japan campus. We have a few minutes left. I've got about 6 minutes on my clock. So what I'd like to do is just ask all of the presenters to turn their cameras back on and just do a quick little round robin. So let me pull up a question here. The question is, what advice would you give someone going through the transfer process? And we'll go ahead and start with the University of Maryland and go in order.
Yeah, thanks so much for this question and this evening, by the way. So at the University of Maryland, I think the biggest piece is getting involved, contacting your advisor, and we also offer a pre-advisement office, so you can send your transcripts over to our office and we can let you know what your classes are coming in as. So then before you even come to the university, you kind of know what classes you need and how to fill in those gaps.
So I would say for Pitt, it's just to really don't be afraid to ask questions. Typically, you know, when students ask about, oh, well, you know, I would like to go into business, but I don't have the, you know, the requirements, and can I still apply? I usually tell them, yes, we have so many different avenues available for you to reach whatever goal that you have in mind, but you won't know unless you just ask questions. And that goes for so many other different topics too.
I love your answer. I was actually going to say something very similar. I was going to say, don't be afraid to call your transfer counselor and share your story with them. Transferring is a lot different than when you're coming out of high school. High school is very numbers driven. Transferring, there's, you know, lots of stories there, different schools you've been to, different environments. So we want to hear your story and hopefully get you on a path to be successful.
All great responses. I think what I would add is that you really should make it clear what you're looking for in a different university and why where you've been hasn't met your needs. So try as hard as you can to elucidate the reasons behind seeking a transfer, because you're going to be one in a million. So make yourself really stand out amongst those others for understanding where you want to transfer to and what you can receive that might be different from where you are. Whoop.
I was going to say the same thing about the questions, but also I would say follow up on your application. I'm assuming most of us have some sort of a portal that you can log on and you can check the status of your application. And sometimes it's easy to forget to do that. So just stay on top of it and check your application. You know, you never know if you're missing something and, you know, you just haven't heard from us yet. So yeah, keep track of what you've submitted and your application.
Hard to go last. All good points. I would say that start your research early. All right, if something you have a remote interest in something, start the research early. Yes, we are all universities, but each university has a slightly different application process, right? Even our Japan campus has slightly different requirements from our main campus in Philadelphia. So make sure you do your research early. Sometimes the students who wait until the last minute to apply, you know, cutting it to 30 minutes to that deadline, they realize, oh, you needed a transcript. Yes, right. So you want to make sure you get that in advance. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, everybody. I think we're just about at the end here. So let's go ahead and close it out. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Thank you for everyone for presenting today. When you close this window out, there's going to be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. So we'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. This is just one of many different sessions that are being hosted as well. So be sure to sign up for additional sessions and check those out. In about a week, you're going to be able to find this session's recording as well as all the other session recordings at strivescan.com/Illinois. Oops, and I forgot to share my screen on that. So here's that information I just gave you. Thanks again, everyone, and we'll see you next time.